Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. We got a quick verdict, right? I got my note. Oh, well, I got a message from our good friend Joe Schmo that the verdict was reached. So I knew. And I was like scrambling to get back to my desk. I was outside sitting down chilling in the sunshine. And I was like, oh, I got to get to the desk real quick. But here we are. Let me pull up that stream for Court TV. That's who I have saved for us to watch it through. Guys, they must not have needed a lot of time to no struggles on this one, right? No struggles here, Lori. Okay, okay, we have an image of inside the courtroom, so we'll pull that up so we can see. Judge Boreski did say he would give a good 25-minute notification for everyone to get in. Welcome in, everybody. Butterfly, Rachel, Forrest, always my amazing mods. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, JC. Good to see you again. Forrest says, I knew it would be quick. They probably picked a foreman, did a quick check, and decided to sleep on it. They only had 15 minutes in deliberation yesterday, Forrest, where they called it a day and went home. And when your defense doesn't present a defense, I mean, it's kind of cut and dry at that point. I'll be shocked if they come back with a not guilty. I think we all will. Yeah, we all want to see it, JC. We're ready to see it and be done with her, right? Hello, Vixie. Welcome in. Welcome in, guys, for the big verdict of Lori Vallow Daybell. Do you guys remember yesterday Nick Balance was testifying, and they're not allowed to put him on camera. They didn't do it in Idaho for the first two trials. They will not do it in the Brian Koberger trial. But apparently there were some people yesterday who were allegedly trying to take photographs inside the courtroom of an FBI witness that wasn't supposed to be televised. And the judge had to get on to that. We're going to go back and look at the cameras to see who was taking pictures. Messy adults, come on, stop it, people. Do we really need to know the man's? I mean, let's face it. If you want to go and see what he looks like, go watch Chad Daybell's trial and East Idaho News. They all have a thumbnail out there with a sketch they released of the guy up there taking damn pictures and stuff. We're going to send her into the abyss. We're going to send her right on out the door and never see her again, right? Yeah, Rachel, when they leave breadcrumbs all over the place, it's not hard to prove their case, is it? When all that communication and all the things, and Trina had good investigators working that brought her a really good, strong case. And it took a while to get there. Now I want to know, when's the charges for Melanie coming down? Because if you want to be honest, did Arizona drop the ball a couple of times? Yeah, they did. Because both men tried to warn about this woman and were ignored. Now one's dead. One was almost killed. What the fuck, state of Arizona? Sorry. Yeah, two people were removed from the courtroom, and then for whatever reason, they were let back in. So I don't guess they were found to be taking photos, but somebody in that courtroom was apparently taking photos, and they got into trouble. The judge had the bailiff brought it up, and they had to talk about that. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I just wish people would stop doing that bizarre stuff. You're going to get everybody thrown out of courtrooms forever. And then we're not going to have fair justice in America anymore. It's bad enough that some of these cases aren't televised, but we got to put adults in a courtroom who can't follow a simple rule and want to break a rule, and then everybody suffers for it. It's like, I'm so over adults acting like children. Yeah, they did, didn't they, Rachel? I'm not afraid to say it. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, there's a reason he's not on camera. He's a freaking FBI agent, right? Who, it could be dangerous for him to be shown. I like his voice, though. I always have. I'm always intrigued. I like that voice. Yes, everyone, thank you for joining us. Y'all hit the like button. Hit it for a verdict of guilt for Lori Vallow, if nothing else, right? If nothing else, hit it for that reason. And justice for Brandon. And finally, some justice and closure for everybody involved. The families who cannot let it go because it's right there all the time. They're never going to let things go. Of course not. Their loved ones are gone. But I think a lot of these family members are a little tired of dealing with Lori. It's not fun for them. It's not like, oh, let's just go and talk about Lori Vallow all the time. Yoo-hoo. Yes, I did, Rachel. Between me covering all this Karen Reed stuff and all the notes I have on what's been going on with Lori, I have not been able to bring y'all all the latest updates, and I'm not getting them from certain places. I am, but yes, I saw that as well. He's been done with her, and the documents are on Twitter. I do have them. I just didn't, it is what it is. I don't even want to give her documents to breathe life into them because they're so silly. She can't even file a document correctly. She can't, I mean, you can't even read half the stuff. I'm not giving her that much of my time anymore. I don't care what she puts in another court motion. She done got her big appeal filed over there in Idaho, right? That we have not read yet. I skimmed through it. But yeah, I did see those, the documents this morning, Rachel, and her, where they have decided, no, Lori, no go. She claims she was, deprived water the other day. I mean, we all see her water bottles on the table. She needs to just quit complaining. Quit complaining. I think that judge got done with her, Rachel, right after she tried to recuse him the first time. And he's like, what, lady? And then she tried it again. He was done treating her nicely at that point. He's still treating her fairly, but he's not being nice to her. And I don't blame him. And she wants to sit there and scream at him, you don't need to yell at me, Judge. Exactly. I agree, Rachel. They have more to think about, right? And life does go on, unfortunately, and I'm not being rude about that, guys, because I fucking know. I know firsthand. Life still has to go on regardless. It's going to go on without you. So you have a choice. You stay stuck forever, or you pull yourself out of it and you carry on with life the best you can. And I think that's where people are now with this case, that, family. And Kay and Larry do have a lot on their plate. He's deprived of water and she has a cold. She can't move. You're an inmate, Lori. Deal with it. Exactly. Y'all know how it was so comforting to know that she had to go home, not go home, well, her home, back to the county jail at the end of each court day and put her little orange jumpsuit right back on, right? With her stupid slides, and go right back into her naughty little cell and enjoy her slop for dinner while we were all at home, comfortable, making a good dinner, relaxing. Lori didn't get that, and you'll never get it again, Miss Thing. Take your ass on back to Idaho and sit in the state penitentiary for the rest of your life. You're not going to win that appeal either. We all know that. It's a joke. Uh-oh. Somebody just spun that camera around real quick like. Yeah, when you have children still to raise, you want to teach them about strength. And my grandfather, God rest his soul, we were talking one day at the dining room table, because Papa always sat at the dining room table. We were just sitting there talking about life in general, and it came up, death, because I had lost my child, and we were just sitting there talking. He looked right at me. He said, you know what? We all have to deal with death. Everybody dies eventually. He said, it depends on how you deal with it and how you get up and go forward. And my grandfather at that point in time, telling me that, looking me dead in my face, had done lost many, many, many people in his lifetime. He had a different understanding than I had of it, right? And I took that wisdom with me, and I carry it with me for the rest of my life. because you have to at some point. And I know these families want to get there. And with her still acting a fool and all these cases going on, it's got to be so hard, you know? Got to be so hard. And then what do you do with all of these emotions once it's over? You know, hopefully they can unpack them and process everything and you know, as need be, and find a way to move on and comfort and peace if that's even possible. Some never find that comfort and peace. And when I hear of a family who's lost someone like that, my first go to is to pray for comfort and peace, because I know that's the hardest thing to find in that situation. And it's the one thing I'm looking for, but it's the last thing you will find. Yeah, she might be coming in that door. You know what? What's her look gonna be like? Ah, uh-oh, they're getting ready to open that door. Unlock it. Let the devil in. Nope, he's just gonna go out the door. He's like, not today, devil. And you know, well, Butterfly, here's the thing. The only reason why she's remained relevant is because she still had criminal cases pending. Once those criminal cases are gone, she's no longer relevant, you know? So it's not like she jumped out there and sought out the attention and they're just plastering her all over the news like some people will do. So it's, yeah, she's not relevant. I don't give this lady the 2 cents people want to give her. Bring that bitch in. I'm gonna get in trouble. I honestly don't care. Okay. I wonder when they'll bring the jurors in if everybody's got, well, they're not going to bring them until last minute. They are giving everybody the chance to get out there. Where did my phone go? Oh Lord, y'all, I've lost my phone. I think it's in the kitchen, and I probably need to get up and close my door because the grandbaby is in there playing that VR, and I don't want him to get super loud during the verdict read. After our Karen Reed show this morning, he finally woke up because he stayed up late playing that game. I think I made him go to bed about 11:30 last night, and he didn't get up until almost 10:30 this morning. So I done made him biscuits and bacon, and he's good to go playing in there. But I need to go shut my door because he'll get a little loud on us. I still can't wrap my head around somebody was in that damn courtroom trying to take pictures. It's like, who in the world would do that? How did you not notice it? It's kind of hard to take a photo with your phone unless you're pointing it in the direction you want to take. Let me go grab my phone real quick, guys, and I'll be right back. Remember, I think we are still on a delay as far as the court goes, and I don't want a spoiler alert on the Twitter. But let me go grab my phone and come back and shut my bedroom door so we don't get disturbed. I'll be right back, guys. All right, thank you guys for hanging in there. I am back. Um, Me too, Rachel. My pawpaw's birthday's the 18th, and I miss him. Um, yes, JC, the kids, Tammy, Charles, Alex, if we're going to count him, and the attempt on Brandon. No, Brandon was married to Lori's niece, Melanie. And Melanie was a big supporter and follower of Chad and Lori. Her and Lori were very close. Charles got in the way. Him and Brandon were good friends, though. Charles got in the way, and then Brandon got in the way. So there you go. But no, Brandon is married to Melanie, was married to Melanie, who was Lori's niece. Now, guys, speaking of Melanie, how many of you guys think she's got charges coming in? Because we have heard in this trial, this particular trial of Brandon's, how many times they mention investigation on Melanie? Many times the investigation into Melanie has been brought up. And apparently there's an ongoing active investigation. And that's going to be a conspiracy to commit murder charge on Melanie. Because we all know damn well she's the one that gave Lori and Alex the address to where Brandon lived. So when will Melanie's charges be coming? I'm looking forward to those. I think a lot of people are. I don't think they would mention that investigation several times unless there was something about to come up out of that. And that will be also an Arizona charge. Y'all guess Chad's caught up to date on his wife's current trial? Well, Butterfly, we can email him and tell him how to do it. Get his court reporter up there. I mean, not court reporter. Oh, sorry, I was reading something. Okay. Okay, let me see something, guys. And while we're waiting on them to get in here. It took less than 30 minutes for this jury to reach a verdict. Wow. Do you guys think that will be comparison to Karen Reed's verdict? Will it go longer than that? Deliberations. They might take all weekend to deliberate on that one because there's so many notes to go through. They might have their minds made up after these last few witnesses over there. We'll see. And guys, thank you all for coming back in to watch this verdict with us. We all watched the Charles Vallow trial here together. We've been 32 days into Karen Reed together. We've been covering this trial together as well, catching up with Joe when we aren't able to watch it ourselves. We've done a pretty good job of sneaking in these Lori stuff along with our Karen stuff. And how many court hearings have we snuck in as well with Kohbergers? We've been busy over here at the channel for quite a while now. We're all like, whew, give us a break, Lori. Karen, y'all sit down for a moment. Not Karen, not so much Karen Reed. That just, prosecutor, you sit down. We're tired of you. That's how we'll say that. You believe Nate said a 5-minute delay? I know the judge was going to give everybody that 20 to 25-minute notification, and he advised everybody to stay in the downtown area if they wanted to get back to the courtroom in time. Thank you, Rachel. We are all a good community here. We are. It's a joy, right? Imagine if the jury did this yesterday. They probably knew within that 15 minutes they had a verdict. They're like, you know what? That might be a little fast. Let's go home and pretend it took longer. Let's just do that. We'll go back in the morning and give it 30 minutes, make it look good. And how many of those jurors will come out and speak afterwards the way Tosh and well, Juror 15, his fiasco self. Uh-oh, kitty cat. No, kitty. Why are cats so demanding, guys? They're more demanding than my dogs were. Miss Ava, go away. Here, she's gonna come run the show for us, guys. She's like, I'm a cat. Let me up there. I'll do it. You got sharp claws, ma'am. Do you mind? Someone was smiling pretty. Welcome in, Eliza. Oops. Lori's goofy ass. Oh, that was a loud truck. Quick, Ava, you got to get down. I can't with you right now. Sorry, guys. I had to get my cat out of my lap. Oh, there she is. Look, she's all the smiles. Let's get this on. Do I have the volume on? Yeah. Yeah, JC. Lori's whole backstory is out there. She's been around for a long, 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 long time, right? Oh, Butterfly, thank you, ma'am. Welcome in all of our new members. Miss Butterfly has gifted 5 memberships out. Pammy, welcome back. Unicorn Rancher. Harlot Oscara, good to see you. Vanity Sanity. Hillbilly Crime. Good. Guys, you got to go check out Hillbilly Crime's channel because she's killing it with the Mickey Stein stuff. Shout out to you, Elizabeth, because you are doing an excellent job over there. You really, really are. You're my go-to channel. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I've been watching you. We appreciate your coverage over there. I know I do. Oh, my phone's going to be loud. We need to drop her link in the chat, guys. We have dropped the Hillbilly Crime link before for you guys to go over and check out some of her content on the case against Mickey Steins over there. Quite intriguing. No, you haven't missed it yet, Miss Dakota. They are just coming into the courtroom, and we do have a verdict. You guys can hear me okay, right? Joe's interviewed a couple of jurors over there on his channel as well.
All right, the jury is present. Everyone can be seated. Do we have a foreperson? Has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes.
Will you hand the verdict to my courtroom assistant? All right, the clerk will read and record the verdict.
In the Superior Court of the State of Arizona, in and for the County of Maricopa, State of Arizona versus Lori Daybell, CR 2022-00-1242-001. Verdict count 1. We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn in the above entitled action upon our oaths, do find the defendant, Lori Daybell, as to the crime of count 1, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder occurring on or about October 2nd, 2019, as follows. Guilty. Signed, foreperson. Are these your true verdicts, so say you one and all?
Yes.
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 All right, on the court's own motion, I'll ask the clerk to poll the jury.
Juror number 1, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 2, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 4, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 5, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 6, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 8, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 9, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 11, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 12, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 13, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 14, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 15, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
All right, members of the jury, I'm going to excuse you at this time. I have one more legal issue I need to resolve before you can be released from the admonition. So please just hang tight in the jury room for what's hopefully a few minutes, and then we will let you know if we need your further service. So please retire to the jury room, and please, the admonition still applies.
All rise to the jury.
JC, she's serving 3 life prison sentences in Idaho for her children and Tammy Daybell. These two these charges are so, and I don't mean to downplay them,
Please be seated. The
they
jury
just
is no longer
below what she's
present.
already been charged for.
And aggravation phase, we're prepared to proceed with. I'll ask the defendant, yesterday you indicated you didn't want to proceed with that and you would rather admit those aggravators. Is that still your desire?
I will still stipulate, Your Honor, even though I object to having an aggravator phase at all.
Okay, so the state
course
has
you
alleged
do,
this
heifer.
is a dangerous offense. Do you understand? And the state has also alleged that this particular crime that you've been found guilty of involved the use or of an accomplice. Is that the extent of the aggravators that you want to prove up?
To the jury, yes, that's all we were going to ask to do.
All right. So, Ms. Daybell, do you understand you have the right to have a jury decide whether or not those aggravators are proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
I do understand that.
And do you understand that by admitting those aggravators or stipulating to them that you'd be waiving your right to have a jury do that?
Correct.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you in any way to get you to waive that right to have a jury decide those two issues?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to get you to waive that right to have a jury decide those two factors?
No.
Are you waiving those factors of your own free will?
Yes.
The court finds and do you in fact stipulate that this was a dangerous offense?
I do stipulate to that fact.
And you also stipulate that this particular crime would have involved did involve the use of a presence or use of an accomplice?
I will stipulate to that fact as well.
The court finds those to be knowingly, voluntarily, intelligently entered into stipulation. The court will find that those do exist as a legal determination. I'll order a pre-sentence report be prepared on both cases.
Can I waive a pre-sentence report and try to move up sentencing?
No, we're going to have one prepared. Let me ask the state, as far as the state's presentation and how many people might speak at sentencing, do you have an estimated time?
Your Honor, 1 second. Your Honor, because we are sentencing both cases together at the same time to be safe, if we could block off a couple hours, because there are obviously next to kin and victims from both cases. It
All
may
right.
be less than that, but I'd think to be safe, if we could do that.
Remember, Lori didn't want to be sentenced
All
on
right, this
Charles's
courtroom
case
is
yet.
going to be taken over
until
by
this one was
Judge
done.
Myers in a week and a half, but he is out the whole week of July 28. So this courtroom would be vacant. We could use this courtroom. So I can do it pretty much any day that
One-
week.
Second, I think that,
Your Honor, is that more than 30 days? Doesn't it have to be within 30 days?
It is more than 30 days.
I said it's like trial.
and I think because we do have people flying in, they would prefer a Friday. I don't know if August 1st.
I can also do it Friday, July 25th.
I know that's close on a couple of their schedules. Let me just make sure they're able to fly here. Your Honor, the 25th of July would also work.
All right. Does the defendant want to be heard on a sentencing date?
Do I want to be heard?
On a sentencing date, yeah.
Do I want to speak on sentencing day?
No,
Is that
no,
what
I
you're
meant,
asking me?
Do you want to be heard on what
The
date?
timing?
Yeah, what date I should set this for?
Yes, I would like it to be within 30 days, if possible.
All right. The soonest available is July 25th. I'll set it from 9 a.m. to noon, just to be safe, on July 25th in this same courtroom. Anything else?
Can you do anything about the timing of me being transported after that?
Actually, I would like the county attorney and/or the sheriff's office. I don't know if I need to make specific orders on the record regarding transferring back to Idaho. I don't know what the interstate agreement was on having her transported here.
It was immediately after, but I think they have up to 30 days to pick me up. That's why I wanted the sentencing to be moved up, because they still have 30 days after that.
Okay.
If there's
so
something you can do about that.
I guess what I'm requesting from any party, either side or the sheriff's office, is what particular language people are looking forward or looking for in order to accomplish that transfer.
I will reach out to our extraditions.
All right. All right, so we will be at recess. All right, thank you.
Yeah, he's not here.
Well, there we have it, guys. Goodbye, Miss Thing. Get that smile off your face and go on back through that door. We never want to see you again. Well, we'll have to see her at sentencing. But yes, so for those of you who are like JC, I don't know who else is aware. So Lori, they chose, she approved it. She chose not to be sentenced a few weeks back, or April, when she was convicted for murdering Charles in the conspiracy case there. Look, there's Kay. Aw, those two have been through hell and back. I'm sorry, I had to take a moment just to watch that because I have so much respect for Kay Woodcock and for Brandon, right? And I know the walk those two have taken together. I really enjoyed when Kresha had Kay over on her channel to talk about those things. Go back and find it, guys, at Difficult Research. It's so worth watching. But so Lori will not be sentenced for Charles' case until this one was over. So now she faces sentencing on both of these guilty verdicts. And I think it was July 25th they were going to do sentencing. So we'll cover that when it comes up. And she'll probably get life sentences in Arizona as well for those. She's not on, there's no death penalty, so she'll probably get life without the possibility of parole. And they can pack her up and send her back to Idaho to finish serving those 3 life sentences. And if she has enough lives left, when those 3 are done, then she can come on down to Arizona and face those ones as well. She's got plenty of lives. We all know that. Her and Chad, bouncing all over the towns with all their different lives and past lives and such. We can get her some future lives. That way she can serve all of her sentences, right? We need future lives brought in, Miss Lori, because we want to see you serve all those life sentences. And I would love to go look at the prison menu and see what kind of slop she has to eat every night so I can make fun of it. Because that really blew me away when she did her interview after the Charles case was up. And she did those interviews. She's like, and all these women, we just have to eat slop every night. Well, don't be committing mass murder, and you wouldn't have to worry about eating slop at the end of the day. Well, my cat agreed. My cat's like, meow. You crazy kitty. All right, guys, so that was it. If you want to go over to Joe's channel tonight and check his recap out, he'll be live. Now, I think he said he was going live at 8, but he said he may go live sooner tonight. I really don't know. Forrest dropped the link for difficult research. Butterfly's got our link for Colby in there. I dropped a link earlier, guys, to Hillbilly True Crime. I recommend you guys go check out her channel because she's there in Kentucky. I'm just going to call her boots on the ground because she knows a lot about the area and the people and the players involved in there. And so it's really hard to get information out of Kentucky. So I go rely on Elizabeth's reporting. I've really enjoyed it. She's done a good job there, and she just keeps bringing it. So looking forward to keeping a check on that case through her. That's where I go for that. I trust her. She's given out good information every time I've been over there, so it's well worth it. Anyway, guys, thank you all for coming in and watching all this with me. I appreciate it. Appreciate Joe for giving me the heads up from the courtroom that we had a verdict before the verdict knowledge was out in the public. It gave me time to get my stuff together and get on here, and he knew that was my goal, so I do appreciate that. And all of you guys for tuning in with us every day. We'll be back in the morning now, 8:45. Well, actually be sooner than that, my time. It's 8:45 Eastern. We have court in the morning. 9 a.m. for closing arguments are scheduled for Karen Reed, and we'll all get back on that in the morning. I'm going to go spend the rest of my day with my grandson. He was gone to his Nana's for a couple of days, and now he's here with me. So I'm going to go spend some time with him and get some house chores done up, all the good things. And that way I'll be ready to go tomorrow, and maybe we can have a relaxing weekend. All right, guys, thank you again for coming in, and let's just get the word out there, everybody. This heifer finally has been found guilty, and hopefully we have no more of her after all this. All right, guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Have a good one.
Thank you all for watching this here.